Most people think success belongs to the lucky. They believe successful people have something they don't have: more intelligence, more motivation, more opportunities, more talent. But what if the real difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary life comes down to one hidden skill? A skill that can be trained, a skill that determines whether you keep promises to yourself or break them, a skill that decides whether your dreams become reality or remain ideas inside your head. That skill is self-discipline. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It is not about waking up at 5 a.m. every day, never eating unhealthy food, or working nonstop. Self-discipline is something much deeper. It is the ability to control your actions when your emotions are telling you to do something else. It is choosing your future over your comfort. And today you are going to learn the science behind how successful people build discipline, control their impulses, and stay consistent even when motivation disappears. Because here's the truth. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is what remains when motivation is gone. And by the end of this video, you will understand how to train your mind to work for you instead of against you. Point 1. The real reason. Most people lack discipline. Let's start with a question. Why do people know what they should do, but still don't do it? People know they should exercise. They know they should save money. They know they should learn new skills. They know they should stop wasting hours scrolling through their phones. But knowing is not the problem. The problem is control. Inside your brain, there is a constant battle happening. One part of your brain searches for immediate pleasure. It wants comfort. It wants entertainment. It wants the easiest option. Scientists call this part of the brain strongly connected to the reward system. It is the reason you choose watching another video instead of working on your goals. It is the reason you eat unhealthy food even when you know the consequences. It is the reason you delay important tasks until tomorrow. Your brain is designed to protect you and save energy, but success requires something different. Success requires you to teach your brain that long-term rewards are more valuable than short-term pleasure. Successful people are not people who never feel lazy. They feel the same resistance everyone else feels. The difference is they have trained themselves not to obey every feeling. 2. Discipline is not a personality trait. It is a skill. Many people say, "I'm just not a disciplined person." But discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you develop. Think about discipline like a muscle. A person who never exercises will struggle to lift heavy weights, but someone who trains every day becomes stronger. Your mind works the same way. Every time you choose the harder but better option, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-trust. Every time you resist an impulse, you increase your mental strength. Small decisions create a disciplined identity. Successful people don't wake up one day and suddenly become disciplined. They create thousands of small moments where they prove to themselves, "I am someone who follows through." And eventually, discipline becomes part of who they are. 3. The power of delayed gratification. One of the most famous psychological studies about discipline is known as the marshmallow experiment. Researchers gave children a choice. They could eat one marshmallow immediately, or they could wait and receive a bigger reward later. The interesting discovery was that the ability to delay gratification was connected with better outcomes later in life. The lesson is simple. People who can control their immediate desires often create better futures. But delayed gratification is difficult because your brain naturally focuses on the present. The pizza in front of you feels more real than your health goal 6 months from now. The phone notification feels more important than the book you wanted to read. The easy choice feels more rewarding than the difficult choice. Successful people learn to make their future goals feel more real than their present temptations. They ask themselves, will this decision move me closer to the person I want to become? That single question can change your behavior. 4. Stop relying on motivation. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting to feel motivated. They say, "I'll start when I feel ready. I'll work hard when I'm inspired. I'll change when I have more energy." But successful people understand something important. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. You do not become disciplined because you feel motivated. You become motivated because you take disciplined action. Think about going to the gym. The hardest part is usually not the workout. The hardest part is putting on your shoes and starting. Once you begin, your brain adapts. The same principle applies to studying, building a business, writing, or learning a skill. The secret is to reduce the distance between intention and action. Start before you feel ready. 5. Build systems, not just goals. Most people set goals. I want to lose weight. I want to become wealthy. I want to learn a new skill. But goals alone are not enough. Successful people create systems. A goal is something you want to achieve. A system is what you do every day to achieve it. For example, a goal, I want to write a book. A system, I write 500 words every morning before checking my phone. A goal, I want to become healthier. A system, I prepare healthy meals every Sunday. A goal, I want financial freedom. A system, I learn, save, and invest every month. Your life is not changed by one big decision. Your life is changed by the systems you repeat. 6. Master your environment. Many people try to fight temptation using willpower, but successful people understand something deeper. Your environment shapes your behavior. If your phone is next to you, you will probably check it. If unhealthy food is always available, you will probably eat it. If distractions surround you, focusing becomes harder. Discipline is not about constantly fighting your environment. It is about designing your environment to make success easier, remove distractions, create reminders, prepare in advance, make the right choices automatic. The strongest people are not always the ones with the strongest willpower. They are often the ones who create the smartest systems. 7. The identity shift that changes everything. The highest level of discipline comes from identity. There is a huge difference between saying, I am trying to exercise, and saying, I am a person who takes care of my body. One is an action, the other is an identity. Successful people don't just chase results. They become the type of person who naturally creates those results. A writer writes, an athlete trains, a successful entrepreneur solves problems, a disciplined person keeps promises. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? Then make decisions that match that identity. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. 8. How to train your discipline. Starting today. Here is a simple challenge. For the next 30 days, choose one promise to yourself. Only one. Maybe it is reading 10 pages every day, exercising for 20 minutes, waking up at a consistent time, spending less time on social media, working on your most important goal every morning. Do not focus on perfection. Focus on consistency. Because every time you keep that promise, you send a message to your brain, I can trust myself. And self-trust is the foundation of discipline. Remember this, the person you become is created by the choices you repeat. Every day you are training your mind. You are either strengthening discipline or strengthening distraction. You are either becoming someone who controls their actions or someone controlled by impulses. Success is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built quietly, through small decisions, through uncomfortable choices, through showing up when nobody's watching. The most powerful person is not the person who never struggles. The most powerful person is the one who struggles and still chooses the right path. Master your mind, master your habits, master your actions, and eventually you will master your future. Because discipline is not a punishment. Discipline is the bridge between where you are today and where you want to be. If this video inspired you or gave you a new perspective, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our teachings. And if you know someone who's struggling with procrastination, self-doubt, or staying consistent, share this video with your family and friends. You never know whose life one message can change. Until next time, keep mastering your mind, keep building your discipline, and keep becoming the person you're meant to be.